During our Warpstone Cup, we got this game from Zegzy versus Krabling. While I didn't have time to cast the whole series between them, this game was kind of neat. Krabling taking Kroq and a Beast's Caster for the Lizardmen versus Zegzy's Kislev, who took the Drazina. Two interesting thoughts on how to play this matchup, and this was during a very sweaty tryhard tournament, so both these players going for something with this. For the Drazina, we have Tal's Judgment, Heroic Killing Blow, and then that really is it. Little Grom, of course, offering some good poke. Death Frost, Iceman's Kiss, and Ice Shard. Ice Shard is trash last time I tried it, but I guess it's been a while. Maybe they changed it and I didn't really notice. We have 3 Griffin Legions, 2 Kossars with Spears, and then the Mordheim Beowulfs. Things in the Woods, ROR, that debuffs healing. The Lizardmen didn't bring any, but they usually can. On the other side for Krabling, we do have Hand of the Gods. That does a lot of damage to the Drazina. Nice job. So we have Kroq up on Grimlock, his famous Carnosaur mount. Legion of Chakwa, Saurus Spears, Red Crested Skink frontline, backed up by some more Saurus Spears and Skink Hordes with Javelins. We have Clawsta Hunters and another Ripperdactyl Rider that are normal. And then a Beast's Caster with Flock of Doom and the Manticore Summon. Also, that Ice Shard did a little bit of work against Kroq. 100 value is not too bad. Okay. Cool. Good for you. So Little Grom's trying to poke at the Clawsta Hunters. Realizing the enemy has no healing, the Ripperdactyls are actually very fragile if you can just get some good shots onto them. But Krabling seems to realize that he's being shot at and dodges around, making Little Grom's shot miss. Skinks approaching, get shot in the face by the hybrid missiles of Kislev. Kossar bows and armored Kossar pistols, firing into the poor little Red Crested Skinks before they hit the front line. And they are slightly blobbed up, but we might get an Iceman's Kiss down the line. We'll see. Looks like for now she's using Winter Magic on a Death Frost. Going for all the sniping potential that they can. I would agree with that. Hey, there is an Iceman's Kiss down the side. Gonna route both those Skinks, actually, and a Manticore Summon is out from the Lizardmen, but it will be alone and not too effective, I think. Skink Priests of Beasts trying to break the Armored Kossar's formations while the Legion of Chakwa get into the fight. And Kroq diving right in onto the Mordheim Beowulfs, stomping around, flattening one beneath his mighty T-Rex claws before going hunting for more wolves. The Mordheim Beowulfs have to be a little careful. Elsewhere, the Clawsta Hunters have taken an unholy amount of damage on their advance. They're just starting to get into the fight now. And the Lizardmen trying to cause as much disruption as possible. One Griffin Legion got shredded by Ripperdactyl Charge, plus it looks like Dart Skinks being Dart Skinks. One Griffin Legion, meanwhile, sallies forth and charges some of the desperate Skinks, and wow, that Griffin Legion took half HP on another one on the charge. It's pretty brutal, but Kroq looks to be back from his hunting trip, and he is now hunting Drazina. Getting a couple really good charge attacks onto him through his own troops. The Ripperdactyl Rider is trying to offer a little bit of support and keep all the armored Kossars at bay while Kroq goes for the 1v1. He continues to stomp on the Drazina, who is now running for his life. Oh, Hand of the Gods to the back of the head. Drazina's going to keep running. Little Grom still trying to shoot at the Clawsta Hunters, who currently aren't really having too much of that. And then a big Flock of Doom from Krabling hits like 5 units. Damn. Drazina rallies after his Buyer Blood wears off, and he immediately routes. His Clawsta Hunters wanted to mess with him a little bit. Now, we do have a full health Griffin Legion running around. We're going to charge Clawsta Hunters, who are trying to get back up in the sky, but doesn't look like it'll be successful, so they still are going to take a bit of damage. And another Ice Shard hits Kroq in the back. We have a second very wounded Griffin Legion, and a third very wounded Griffin Legion. So we only have one healthy Griffin Legion after all this time, and Kroq is currently making a mincemeat of the other one. He is just stomping on these fools. 1,700 value for him so far. And he is taking a lot of damage for his efforts, but at least he's getting some stuff done. The Lizardmen front line is starting to prevail, though some of the Kislevites that did win on this far flank are turning and firing over into the area. Little Grom continues to harass Kroq. Shield of Chakwa gives him a bit more missile resistance, and now he has 55% missile resistance. But Little Grom doesn't care. He's going to keep poking at you, keep taking that extra HP off, and the balance of power is in Kislev's favor, just slightly. Another shot to the butt. Kroq takes a little bit of damage and keeps running. How will the Lizardmen stop this Griffin Legion cycle charge? I don't know. I guess they still have 2 Saurus Spears. 3 Saurus Spears, actually. See if it matters. Little Grom still firing at Kroq, who is trying to dodge. Trying to wiggle that dinosaur booty. Little Grom gets distracted, so I'll go over here where it actually matters. Little Grom has to run away from Saurus warriors following him up the hill. Run, bears, run! Look at this guy just hanging on the back of Little Grom. Not concerned in the slightest as the Griffin Legion charge up to bail him out of a bad situation. Get some decent charge value out. And they'll need to back off. Mordheim Beowulf's taking damage fighting all these spears for a while. Another nice Flock of Doom from Krabbling. Lizardmen are quite down to the balance of power. As this Frostbane device is hunting him down, what's she charging up? She must have fired off her last Ice Shard. Yeah, she did. Now she's throwing a Death Frost onto him as he comes lumbering towards her. Chase is on. He gives himself cold-blooded to stay in the fight for now. She's starting to run away. She is significantly faster as he just slowly bleeds to death under the Death Frost. And he dies on the last tick of it. That was the absolute last tick of the spell. He dies. Army losses starts to hit his army, and I can't blame him as another Ice Maid's Kiss goes through him. Man, that Ice Caster was putting in work. 1,300 value for her. Drazina didn't do too well. Little Grom did fine. Griffin Legions, much more mixed, but only one of them got a lot of value. The Armored Kossar frontline actually got a lot done. Regular Kossars did okay. For Krabbling, Kroq put on an impressive performance, so did his Beastcaster. Unfortunately, the Red-Crested Skinks were the big weak link. I don't know what happened to them between Game 2 and Game 3, but Red-Crested Skinks just feel terrible in Game 3. Like, they don't do anything. So, they all got rolled. Then Ripperdactyls and Saurus did okay. Roar. Subscribe, yes, yes.